Alright guys, we're back with a banger of a video, and today we have ourselves a pork and cider pie. I picked this up at Aldi for £2.49. Listen to this blurb very quickly. Tender slow cooked British pork in a creamy Bramley apple and cider sauce. Look at the picture on this. If this thing is half as good as it looks and sounds, I think we're in for a banger. So let's get into it and find out if it lives up to expectations. Claims to be new from Aldi, part of their specially selected range, made with British pork. It serves one. There is the traffic light system. The pie is going to set you back 685 calories. We've got 2 reds, 1 green, 1 amber. Flipping this bad boy over, there's another product blurb there that you guys can read if you wish. Basically says the same thing with a few extra words. Cooking instructions. We're looking at fan 160 for 25 minutes from chilled or 40 minutes from frozen. There are the ingredients. Marinated pork 20%, whipped cream 5%, draft cider 5%, and Bramley apples 4%. There is the full nutritional information for the folks that want it. Right, I'm keen to crack this box open and see what this thing looks like in the flesh. It's quite, judging by the picture, right, it's quite a tall pie. Oh, and looking in the box, it confirms that it is a tall pie. It's a good looking pie. I believe that sprinkle on top is sage and onion. It is a good looking pie, that. Wow. Right, I'm going to get this in the air fryer and I'll get back to you when we're ready for some eating. Right folks, this is our pie, the finished product, fresh out the air fryer. It is a spectacular looking pie. It really is. I do have some concerns. I don't know if you can see it along the edge. There is like it looks like it's breaking. The top looks kind of, you can see it a bit better on this side. So I have some concerns over the structural integrity of this bad boy. And we have it served with just some chips. These chips have been very generously dusted with some good old fashioned aromat. This stuff I found in Tesco. It's the first time I've ever seen it in the UK. So I grabbed it while I had the chance and I've been loving it. But this video is about the pie. It sure is looking good. Let's cross-section this bad boy and see what we get on the inside of it. As I said, I was a little concerned. Ooh, that does appear to be quite nicely filled. Oh yeah, the structural integrity is not all that grand. It's kind of falling apart a bit. It's still steaming. It's looking good. It's looking like it's fairly packed in there. Right, let's I'm concerned this is going to split apart when I bite it and end up being a mess everywhere. Knowing my luck, that'll probably happen. There's a bit of the top that's come off. Right, let's get into it. Let's see what this pork and cider pie is all about. Oh, that is good. The flavor from those Bramley apples comes through quite strongly. very reminiscent of tinned apples. That's not at all what I expected, to be honest. There we start with the mess. Yeah, not at all. There's a piece of the pork. Generous chunks of pork in there. And the pork has got a nice sweetness to it. But very strange. It reminds me... The apple in here is reminding me a lot of tinned fruit. Good Lord, can't take me anywhere. It's very strange. It's not what I was expecting for a pie. It's weird. It's the filling tastes good, but it's not really, it doesn't fit well for a pie. I guess the way I can describe it is it has the filling, the Bramley apple and pork. It kind of has a tropical vibe to it. I don't know if that makes sense, which is not something you would associate with a pie. That is a strange one for a pie. I'm not sure how I feel about that. The filling is delicious. It would be better as its own dish and not in a pie. I don't know if that makes sense. That is a very strange one for me. I do, look, interesting product. The filling does taste nice. For me, it doesn't work well as a pie. I prefer the more traditional, like steak, chicken, mushroom, steak and kidney even. The apple in there throws me off. It doesn't quite belong in a pie as far as I'm concerned. It would be better. Yeah, the filling is tasty, but it just doesn't work well as a pie. Bit of a strange one. The chips are top class. If you see this stuff at Tesco, grab it. You won't regret it. The pie, it's something interesting. It's something different. Try it. You might like it. I prefer a more traditional pie. This doesn't really tickle my fancy all that much. The filling though is delicious. It is tasty. I can't fault the flavor of the filling. It just doesn't work well in a pie format, for me at least. So I'm going to give that, I'm going to rate that a 3-star experience. If it didn't have the apple in there, it would be a much better experience. It would be a much better experience without the apple in there. But nonetheless, I'm glad I tried it. They can't all be winners. It's a shame because it sure looked beautiful. It just didn't, it sounded good as well. Just didn't live up to expectations. Anyway, with that said, I'm over talking it as usual. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.